Hello crafters, and welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I screen printed these two shirts using our Ikonart Stencil film mounted in a Speedball frame. So the first thing you're going to want to do is mount your stencil in your frame. And I sped up this part in this video just to save time, but I will link a more detailed video below where I go over how exactly I do this. So I'm just mounting a 10 by 12 stencil sheet into an 8 by 10 Speedball frame. All right, now I'm going to get my shirt ready for screen printing. Whenever I am screen printing a shirt using our Ikonart stencils, I like to use a tacky textile mat to hold the shirt in place. So I'm just inserting the mat into the shirt, and then I'm going to flatten out all the wrinkles and then press the shirt against the tacky mat, and it really holds it in place and makes screen printing with our stencils so much easier and just better overall. And not only does it hold your fabric in place, but it also blocks any bleed through from the front side of your shirt to the back side of your shirt. So even if you don't have a tacky mat, you're going to want to put something inside your shirt, even if it's just a piece of paper, to block that ink. And now I'm going to do my second shirt because I'll be printing two shirts right in a row. All right, now that both my shirts have a tacky mat inside, I am going to add my image. So I just put my Speedball frame on top of my shirt, and I'm going to be using Speedball fabric ink along with our silicone squeegee to screen print. So I'm just going to add a little bit of ink to my squeegee and pull it across my image. I want to give a good pressure, and I'm trying not to go over the image too many times. Ideally, you would only want to do one pass over the whole image. You don't want to keep going back and forth because that just increases the odds for bleed through underneath your stencil. So now I'm just going to move this first shirt out of the way and move right to my second shirt without washing my stencil in between. That's the great thing about mounting our stencils in a Speedball frame, is that when you want to go from one shirt to the next without having to wash out your stencil, the Speedball frame makes it much easier to do that. All right, so I'm just repeating the same process on the gray shirt and remove my frame, and there we go. So now I'm just going to wash out my stencil, and you can either remove your stencil from this frame or wash your stencil right in the frame. I left mine in for this. And then I'm just going to dry it. I just lean it up against the wall and let it air dry, and then I can reuse it again. All right, so now I'm going to heat set my shirts. So I let them dry overnight. You want your ink to be completely 100% dry before heat setting. So I'm just removing the tacky film, adding the clear sheet back to protect the adhesive, and doing the same on the gray shirt. And then I'm going to put down a cutting board or old piece of wood or something basically to protect my surface underneath my shirt. And I am just going to use a regular piece of printer paper to cover my image. And then I have the Cricut mini heat press. It's so adorable. And I'm just going to go over my whole image. I sped this up for the sake of the video, but I basically am going about 40 seconds on each part of the image. And I have my heat setting on high. So yeah, that's all there is to it. In just a few minutes, I can have completely custom shirts that's super easy to make. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.